with 22-minute hardcore, special ops cardio. When I say we just finished up, we're within about 30 seconds ago. So we want to give you a real-time exhausted feeling on this one. This was the real deal. This was a good workout. 22 minutes of resistance cardio, because you have a weight in your hand for almost the entire time that you're doing this. So it's a very good workout. I'm exhausted from it. Lots of new moves. I'm so tired I can't even think of all the moves that we did. The burpee, the kind of the old Drea roll on into a burpee. That was new. We used to do Drea roll with a jump. So that's what he called it, P90X Drea rolls, but the little roll thing. And then the old moving the ball side to side, they're moving their sandbags. I used a weight, so whatever you've got, anything to move side to side. That was really from P90X3, CVX. And then there were some familiar moves that we did in other things. The A skips, you do those actually in T25. He has you do those side to side. So some familiar things there, but new combinations and some things we've never seen before. So I'm gonna stop talking because mentally I can't remember everything that we did, but it was a good workout.
So you start out by doing what, 60 or 70 press jumps?
Yes.
Man, I'll tell you what, that number when you first start is a little intimidating. The first round that I did, I used 10-pound weights for everything, and then I decided to grab a med ball for the last 2 rounds, and I thoroughly enjoyed it with the med ball better. It was nice because you're working the outside of your delt area too, so by gripping it this way. It was also nice it just felt more comfortable than holding an awkward shape weight. So that would be my suggestion, is if you don't have the sandbag, then just use a med ball. And like, I just used an 8-pound med ball, and that was more than enough. I don't feel shoulder exhausted, but I feel cardio exhausted. This was definitely a cardio routine. And you know what, he goes so quickly through it too. So like I said, the first number that you do is very daunting. It makes you think, oh gosh, what are we in for? And then the A skip was probably the easiest move. You're like, let's just do like 100 of those. I'm okay with that. The crawl to the jacks, man, those were difficult. Really difficult. It's a total core engagement there.
Yeah, that's kind of like the accelerator back in P90X3. He had you moving forward, moving backward, but he didn't have you doing the jacks. So that added an extra. Yeah,
and it should be a time when you can catch your breath. But even with that being said, you're still breathing difficultly because of the movement. It's just so draining trying to hold your position. And then like I said, not just holding a plank on your forearm and doing a jack, but doing the whole moving and trying to keep your butt down. And that's the key. I found when I would try to crawl forward, I could feel my butt raising up. So I had to just really tell myself to concentrate on keeping my butt low. So that to me was probably the hardest move as far as draining. The other one was the lateral jumps.
That was going to be my hardest move.
Holy cow.
The first round, 20 of them.
Man, and then you're like, oh, it's only 20, that won't be too bad. So you really give it everything you have the first round.
But it actually ends up being, what, 40 or 60 jumps? Because you're doing a jump, that's 2, 3, 4. Yeah. So yeah, it's 40, it's double. It's 40 jumps.
Definitely a lot of plyo involved. And again, that one will really make your heart rate shoot up because you are going at a non-stop cardio pace, but also using your leg muscles, which makes you work even harder. And then if you try to jump as high as you can too, your heart rate just skyrockets there. So really well thought out routine. I think all
there
of
was
these
that one other move, that squat where you bring the weight down and you put it up. That's kind of like that old put it on the shelf thing that he used to do. But this time, instead of doing it in a lunge all the way up, you're doing it into a squat each time. So that was cool.
Yeah, the only complaint I had on it is I know it's a cardio, but in my head, every time I do a squat, I really want to try to go low.
Deep, yeah.
And it's very difficult to go deep and get your arms straight up at the pace that they're going. So I would say try, and I have to tell myself myself that too, is it's not about squats today, it's about heart rate today. And I have to tell myself that because like I said, I really want to try to go low, but then I would get behind them. So I know it's not cardio driven like it should be because my timing's off. The other one that I kind of struggled with was the Drea roll into the plank. I found that I couldn't get up with the last one on the first round.
Yeah.
I kind of went to get up and I just sat down. I was like, forget it. But what I had to do is because I could tell my core was getting tired, I ended up spreading my legs. So instead of keeping my legs together when I was doing the roll, I would end up kind of like not even coming up from a burpee position. I would just barely come up, put the ball between my legs and almost hold the ball with my knees. So it cheated it.
But I will tell you this, and if you've done a lot of those Drea rolls, in P90X2 he mentions this. If you are doing the roll, the heavier weight you actually have in your hand,
easier it is.
the easier the move is. And
it'll
I know it
pull you
sounds
up.
crazy. So when you go back, you go and hit here, and as you come up, you have a tendency to move your arms that direction. That extra weight will pull you that direction. So I noticed she had an 8-pound weight, and I was thinking that's usually what I would do during P90X2 because he always has you grab a med ball. But today I had a 12-pound weight and they seemed so much easier. So that might have been, you might want to heavy up the weight on that move because I think
you don't have time though. So I would say if you're going to heavy up your weight, you need to have your weights laid out for you and ready to go. Because there is really, I mean, he does give you the 22-second break at the end of each round, thank goodness. Because if we didn't have that 22-second break, this would really be murderous.
I had a hard time getting a drink after the first round.
Yeah, it was, but like I said, I thoroughly enjoyed today's routine. And you know, as bad as it was over super fast.
I'm looking at at our video screen right now. Tony's going like this, and Sean Callahan is all bent over with his hands on knees going, he has this pained look on his face. It's the very end of the workout. We just hit pause. That's about what we felt like at the end.
Yeah, because there's only a 57-second cool down in this routine, and that's exactly where we pause it.
How
we don't
funny.
normally do the cool downs.
No, after you're done with the workout, you're just
down.
like, good to go.
Yeah, so, but I can't think of any other moves that we really did other than those. And like I said, those were a lot.
Tell us about Size, this program that you're promoting here.
So, this is a program that Shanti came out with. It's dancing.
Yeah.
That's about all I can tell you. I've never done a routine from Size.
So we can tell you about any program Beachbody's ever put out, but this one.
And I will not be able to tell you about Autumn's
Country
one.
Heat.
Yeah, I'm not a dancing workout person.
I think hers is going to be, I don't know what it's going to be.
You know what it was? Is we were going to do a Size routine at my place of employment because we had a big event going on.
We even bought the program.
So we did. We bought the program. We said, well, this would be a fun one to lead in a group setting. People have fun with it. It's upbeat music. So we both got the exact same shirt. Only yours has the sleeves. And the material was really nice,
They're nice shirts.
Really nice material. And so we bought it with the idea of memorizing the routine and then doing it as a presentation at my place of employment. And then
we ended up doing T25.
I felt ridiculous doing it. Yeah, so we ended up doing T25.
All this funky stuff that they had going on, and I was like, I can't do that.
No.
So
my kids make fun of me because I'll try to do the nay-nay, the whip, they'll watch me nay-nay. Yeah, no.
Yeah, what was that?
I did the little, I passed it. I don't know. The kids all do that nowadays. I don't know what that is.
It has something to do with Cam Newton, football player. He's a football player. It's okay.
Why would he have something to do with dancing?
I don't know. He does that. He does that in the end zone, or when he's on the field, he does something crazy like that.
Okay.
I just call it
These kids nowadays.
They just do all kinds of crazy
silly
stuff. Speaking of kids, we had a cool event today. Not Operation Megaphone, but Purple Up for military kids. So that's where I'm wearing my purple today.
That's what
I've been running a large event today with military kids all over the place. Oh, it was crazy, but it was fun. And now we're getting our workout in, so full day.
It's been a long day. I tell you what, but like I said, I give today's routine 2 thumbs up. I thought it was a really great...
I say we give it 4, because I've got 2 and you've got 2. Give me your thumbs. Let's see them. There's 2, 3.
I want to be in.
Oh, you want
Hold
to be?
me.
Hold you.
We're 1.
Oh. 4 thumbs up.
That was stupid.
You know you're laughing on the other side of this TV, YouTube thingy. They're laughing.
Okay.
They're enjoying it.
Anyway, I think tomorrow is
Comment below and say you loved our 4 thumbs.
Tomorrow is our day off, and it tells me it's meal prep day. And by the way, side note, don't be judging my socks today. I'm just saying, it's laundry. I have no more socks. And so, this is the reason I have a size shirt on.
Yep, the thing that Tony said today was embrace the suck.
Oh, perfect for my
socks. So I think your socks suck. But they're beautiful, baby. They're beautiful. She said, oh, I hurt her feelings. Okay. All right, we're going to see you another day. Not tomorrow. Oh, you know what? No. Tomorrow we're going to put together a video. You've all been asking for this, and it's about time that we put it out. Because we're not working out tomorrow, but we're going to tell you after 1 full month of 22-minute hardcore what we think of 22-minute hardcore. Our honest opinions, and we've had a lot of questions. What should I get, Master's Hammer and Chisel or 22-minute hardcore? We're going to answer that question tomorrow. You don't have to work, I hope. All right, we'll see you tomorrow.
Bye.